Thank you, Javon. Let's take a look at news coming out of Jamaica. According to Jamaica Gleaner, a teacher who was chopped and injured in the parish last Thursday, allegedly by her child's father, is still undergoing treatment in the hospital. At the same time, the police believe that the suspect, who is also accused of killing the child in the same incident, is still alive. The police and residents had initially theorized that following the incident, Sean McPherson may have jumped to his death in a nearby sinkhole. However, head of the Manchester Police Division, Superintendent David White, said on Monday that McPherson could not have survived there for days, and as such his decomposing body would have started emitting an odor. He said that last week, Jamaica Defence Force soldiers and Manchester Fire Department personnel had joined forces with the police to check the sinkhole, but there were no indications that the accused was there. The Manchester police had reported that about 6:30 a.m. on May 30, the woman was in a domestic dispute with McPherson, a taxi driver at the home they shared on McKinley Drive in Mandeville, when he chopped her and their 8-month-old son with a machete. McPherson's car was found burnt out in the Ramble community where he grew up and which is one of the routes on which he operates. Last week, the Ministry of Education postponed the 2-day primary exit profile examination for grade 4 students of Ramble Primary to allow the school community to deal with the trauma caused from the attack on the teacher who works there. Principal Lenford Pinnock said yesterday that administrators at the school were still awaiting word on when the assessment will take place for students. And over to Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad Express reported that when news came in late Sunday night that PA driver Rusi Turan's body was found, the family was in a state of shock. But in particular, his 87-year-old mother, Charandai Turan, was devastated. Yesterday, at the Forensic Science Center, his siblings admitted that they withheld the fact that he was murdered from his mother. An autopsy report confirmed that Sichuran, also known as Maharishi, was killed due to a blow to the top of his head. Sichuran, 41, was the youngest of his mother's 10 children. He was also the caretaker of his 87-year-old mother at their Calcutta Road No. 1 village, Macbean Cova home. He also took care of his older brother who also lived there. Sichuran's body was spotted by a passerby in a riverine along the connector road in Carson Field at around 10 p.m. on Sunday. He was lying face down in the water with his pants pulled below his waist. When he was removed from the water, investigators found that his hands were tied in front of his body. His identification card was found in the bushes a short distance away. Citroen's silver car was later found crashed along the Solomon Hokoi Highway in Chase Village. His relatives had little idea why he would have been murdered. He was described as one of the most selfless persons they knew. Still in Trinidad, a tanker explosion at an oil production facility in MORUGA has killed one worker and critically injured another. The deceased has been identified as Philip Ramlochan of South Oropush. Ramlochan and co-workers are employed with Total Contractors, a trucking company. They were at Massey Energy Production Resources MORUGA Westfield at Hagar Trace off the Penal Rock Road, MORUGA, when there was an explosion at around 8 a.m. Ramlochan died at the scene. And that has brought us to the end of your regional news this evening. Back to you, Javon.